Hello there, I'm Janette Lane, craft designer here at CraftStash, and today I wanted to show you how to do a very festive Christmassy layout in my Heidi Swapp planner featuring the Christmas Llamas stamp set by Creative Stamps. And I know I've done a video before featuring the llamas in pajamas, but for this video I wanted to just showcase how adorable and delightful these Christmas llama stamps are. And these are exclusive to CraftStash, so you can't find them anywhere else in this beautiful world under the sun. To start off my layout, I'm grabbing the little light garland stamp, and I'm gonna be inking that up with some VersaFine ink in Onyx Black. And you want to swatch your ink to make sure that it doesn't bleed through your planner pages. Sometimes, generally, planner pages tend to be on the thinner side, lighter weight paper, kind of like copy paper almost, maybe a little bit thicker. And so you just want to swatch it on maybe a layout that you are not going to use, one of the pages that you're not going to use, and test your ink. I find that Distress Oxide inks work pretty well for that, because you can do stamping with that as well. And also chalk inks definitely do not bleed through your pages, so in case you're looking for some stamp pads that will work with your planners, those are some good ones to go with. So I'm just stamping all across the top here and doing a festive little garland across my layout. And if you want to be really precise and make this even more symmetrical, you can actually push your pages together and then stamp right across the two pages so that it creates like a continued garland. I didn't do that, but that's definitely something that you can do if you want more symmetry in your layout. Next, I'm going to grab some more stamps. So I'm going to grab the Christmas tree stamp, the snowflake stamp, the gift stamp, and also the Fa La 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 Llama stamp sentiment, and my star of my layout, my llama, my Christmas llama. And I'm going to stamp those all down, and I'm going to be using, for the blue snowflakes, I'm using Distressed Oxide and Broken China. And for all the rest, I'm just using, again, VersaFine ink. If you're new to planning, maybe you're wondering what's the right way. Do you decorate first and then write in your important dates and to-dos, or do you write in your important to-dos and important dates and then decorate? It's really up to you. I tend to gravitate towards decorating my layout first and then writing down my tasks and important to-do lists and dates and birth dates and anniversaries and whatnot. But it's definitely up to you. There's no right or wrong way to do it. If I find that I have stamped over a day that I need, that there's something important going on that day, then I can just put a little sticky note on the side or have some kind of little sticker on there that'll remind me what's going on that day. Now for my llama's Christmas jumper, I wanted to stamp the jumper stamp onto some paper, some festive Christmas paper, and so I'm using For the Love of Stamps by Hunkydory Christmas Perfect Background Stamping Pad. And I am just stamping my sweater right onto there as well. I'm sorry, my jumper. I keep forgetting to say jumper, sorry. And I'm stamping the jumper and the Merry Christmas banner onto this festive red cardstock, and then I'm going to be fussy cutting that and layering that on top of my llama to keep them warm. And also I'm going to be gluing the Merry Christmas banner along the side right under the December. Before I glue down my Merry Christmas banner and my llama's Christmas jumper, I wanted to add a little bit of sparkle to my layout, and so I'm going to be using some silver cardstock from the Fuzzy Lemon Christmas Glitter Pad, and also some nesting bunting die set. I'm going to be using this nesting bunting die set, just a tiny little banner, so that I can die cut that with my Sizzix Fold Away. And also, again, I just love just a little bit of sparkle on my layout. It just makes it more festive, and it's so fun. It seems like it's the one time of year that you can get away with that extra sparkle. Next, I am doing some coloring, and I'm doing a mixture of colored pencils and also some markers. And the markers I'm using are the Spectrum Noir watercolor markers, and the colored pencils are the Color Blend by Spectrum Noir, the Essentials palette. And these two, I find there's very little bleed through in the pages, and so that's what I wanted to use, so that, you know, the back the back side of my layout is still usable. There's not ink bleeding through or anything like that. And also it gives a little bit of color to my stamped images and makes my layout overall a little bit more fun. Now that I'm all done with my coloring, I'm going to glue down the rest of my elements, so the banner and the Christmas jumper and my little die cut banners, to finish up my layout. To add some finishing touches to my layout before I write in my plans, I'm going to do a few things. I'm going to use the Heidi Swapp Stamp Roller Sentiments just because they're really cute. So I'm doing Sweet on the 23rd and right before the month begins, right next to the Merry Christmas banner, just because I think it's kind of appropriate for the holiday season because it's very rushed and sometimes kind of stressful. And then I'm going to be adding some self-adhesive pearls, and these are in red, and these are really tiny, and they just add just a little bit of just a more fun kind of element. These are definitely not necessary, but it might give you some ideas, especially if you're into memory planning and documenting, so you use your planner more to document what you've done versus using it to stay organized. And so it's just a fun way to decorate your planner. And I'm also going to thread some twine, some baker's twine, through two of these little holes, and I'm gonna tie a bow. And I just love, it's just a little hint, a little texture that is added to your layout, and it also doesn't hinder the pages from turning or anything like that. So you're definitely fine on that front. Your pages will not get stuck. Your twine will stay in place. It's gonna look really cute too. Lastly, I'm just going to write in some important dates and some plans for my month with just a regular black ink pen. And I think that's the end of the video. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial and hopefully you got some ideas and inspiration for your layouts. I'm Janette Lane. Don't forget that everything that I used to make this layout you can grab at craftstash.co.uk, where you'll find lots more inspiration and how-tos. I'll see you all next time. Take care. Bye-bye.